Okay, now it's been like 5 seconds, so I'll start doing things again, since I'll cut out that pause I had for 5 seconds. And let's just, do I want to send Roy? I'll send Roy over here. Oh, that's right. I need him to get a better weapon, or a different weapon soon. I'm gonna send actually. I know. I'm sorry that I'm flip flopping everywhere, but okay. Why am I even talking about this battle? It's not a very hard battle. I don't have any people to talk. I guess I'll talk about this for a bit, so to get the general feeling for the game down. But yeah, no, the weapon triangle. Yeah, I'll talk about the weapon triangle right here real quick. Basically, lance have an advantage over swords, axes have an advantage over lances, and swords have an advantage over axes. It's sort of like a weapon triangle there. No, it is a weapon triangle. What am I saying? But yeah, I'll talk about other stuff later. I'm more sort of waiting for. We'll get some new characters here, rather shortly. So I was gonna wait to talk about them, and then I'll talk about some random stuff. Yep, some random stuff. I'll probably just talk about something video game related or anime related or something of the sort. Oh, but first, since I have this and it's just going right now, they just announced that they're gonna make the new Fire Emblem game that for the 3DS Awakening that just came out in Japan will be coming here. They don't have a date yet, but it'll be coming here, so I'm pretty excited for that. And they're talking, and I was sort of saying my own thing there. I didn't realize we get them this fast because I didn't write down since we get them automatically. Yeah, that it would happen here. So you can listen to this. I'll talk again. Probably speak the lines later on after this battle's over. But anyway, okay. We're back to battling, and let's just talk about these guys real quick. We got Ward. He's a fighter, as well as Lot. I'll talk about both of them at the same time, just because I can. So let's see. Anything significant? They both will likely max out HP. Lot will not actually get much strength, but he will get and not speed. He actually looks pretty damn terrible, other than he's got good defense. Wade, at least I'll give Wade this. He'll have good strength, better speed. It's 20 or around. It'll be around 20, which isn't bad, but it's not great. So he's actually a decent unit. You can maybe use him. And then Dieck, he is a mercenary, which becomes a hero later on in the game. And he actually has some pretty good stats. The only thing that disappoints me is he's got low resistance and generally has average luck, which if he had better luck, he could be better at avoiding. And so I prefer a different mercenary we'll get later on in the game, just because I believe he has better luck, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he has much better luck, so he outclasses him, in my opinion. But when I say outclass, I don't actually mean he's completely outclassed. I just mean he's better. Then we got Thani, who's personally one of my favorite characters in the game. Love using Thani. Her HP isn't great. Her strength is not that great, but her speed is incredible. And so is her luck. Her speed and luck are great. Her resistance is above average, and her defense is average for the game's sake, in that it's around 10 and 11 typically. But yeah, she is a great unit. And I'm going to put her here for now, just because I kind of want her to fight. but I don't want her to get into too many fights early on because we need to slowly train her up. I'm not even bothered with you, Marlinus. At least Marcus. Actually, I might, just because I'm going to go with Marcus. We got 1,000 gold. I know what I'm doing. Buy 3 swords. Yeah, we'll send it to Marlinus. And then buy 3 lances. That should cover us for a moment. Okay. So I'll get those to people eventually. As in rather soon. So yeah, I'm going to have Marlinus try and catch up just so we can trade items to people. Actually, I'm going to do this for a turn. No, go to storage. Remove. Take out that sword. Okay. And now we'll just go back to our normal grind and battle. Just battling, having some fun, kicking some burn butt. Something we hadn't done yet. It's pretty cool. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to talk about other stuff now. So I've been reading a new manga lately. Oh my god. Deadman Wonderland. It is crazy. That's all I can really say, right? Like, it is crazy. It is a great manga in my opinion. It reminds me of like when I first read Death Note. Like, it was like up at that level. Like, it's really interesting. And it's like I want to read more, but then I'm also pretty slow. So it's like I don't actually read that much. At least not as much as I could. So yeah, it's a pretty cool manga. People should probably read it. It's pretty much about this kid who gets framed for killing his entire class and gets sent to this like prison carnival like thing. Sort of like a Roman Colosseum of sorts. And then he finds out later that he gets some new powers because of this red man who killed his entire class that he got framed for. Put this like thing in his chest that allows him to like control his blood if it's outside his body, and it's really cool. And there's other people all in this prison that like have similar abilities. They've been sort of like rounded up and forced to fight, which is how the Colosseum part comes in. Wow, I thought I'd be able to talk about this more. I don't know. I'm sorry that this is going, but yeah, it's really interesting. Although I was watching, because the it's a quick side note. Healers, even if it's 1 health, sometimes you'll just want to do that because of the reason that it's really annoying to level them up. So anytime you can get an extra level up in on them, very, very useful, or extra experience. So very useful to have them heal, even if it's somewhat unnecessary, just for the sake of leveling them up. I'm going to have you wait here, because I kind of want Thani to do some stuff. Okay, now back to the Deadman one. So I was watching the anime. This is where I'd first seen Tsunami. That's how I got into it originally. But looking back, what was it? After rewatching it, the voices they picked for the characters, just, I don't know. I've never really had this problem with an anime before, but I really think that the voices could have been much, much better. And it really disappoints me because I'm like, I hear that guy's voice, but I don't feel like that's the right voice for him. I'll say the big one that, well, Gant's voice is pretty different from what you'd normally hear for a sort of like 14-year-old kind of voice. And it still doesn't quite feel right for me, but I can live with that much more than I can live with Crow's voice. The guy that did for his name isn't Crow, but it's like his nickname thing, kind of like how Ganta's nickname is Woodpecker. It's going with that bird theme that they have going on. And I'm probably going to need to cut the video. Well, stop talking about cutting the video, idiot. doesn't do any. It doesn't mean any. I don't even know. Just stop talking. Okay, back to the yeah. So they got that bird thing going, but Crow has this like really deep voice. Like it's like really deep, and it's like it's not quite what I think of him in terms of like the voice I think for him. It's too deep, in my opinion. It's just it's just too deep. I always pictured him more of a when I don't know, when I read it and I picture his voice, I always think more of Kamina from Gurren Lagann, which is another. Well, that anime is just like it's Gurren Lagann. It's like in its own class of anime that everyone should watch. Cause it's Gurren Lagann. My drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. And yeah, Gurren Lagann. Maybe I'll watch that again at some point soon. But wait, did you? Yeah, you healed. Okay, so we can move you over here and fight. The mountain gives you terrain advantage. Always remember that terrain advantage is very useful. She's really the only unit that can really use that really well. But anyway, let's keep going to the fight. Okay, I'm gonna move you. Actually, no. I'm gonna heal you, then move you. So here we go, healing. Okay, back to talking about anime, cause that's what I do. Or an anime and manga. But yeah, anyway, Crow. I just didn't picture his voice being so deep, too deep for what I feel. But I don't know. I don't know if I really could count myself as being like, oh, you could say that, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, like I said, it reminds me like when I first read Death Note, and it was like, whoa. I had to keep reading it. Although to be fair, the only real problem I had with Death Note is the same problem that like everyone has, is that like halfway through it, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, even though I assume most people have read it that are going to read it at this point. But it just goes downhill. It does go downhill about halfway through. It's never quite picks up to be the same again. And I think I'll continue this in another video if I'm reading this right. It's been over 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, and it hasn't quite been 30. So yeah, this is Mr. Shiny Gyarados, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.